Hey gang, Scott here. Welcome to InPost and thanks for joining me today. Today's video is about color range masks. I'm using Lightroom for this. You can do this in On1 as well. Before we get into the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it. There's a little button down there. The button's a little lonely. Give it a click. You'll be subscribed. You'll know when new videos are getting posted. So let's take a look at color range masks. I used several of them to process this photo here. A quick recap of a color range mask. You can use them with the graduated, radial, or brush tools. And let me just do a real quick thing here. I'll drag a gradient down here. And let's make it something like really dark. Obvious change. Not what we want for the photo. This is for illustrative purposes. Now, when we want to do a color range mask, down here in the bottom, we've got this range mask. We say color, and then we have a picker to choose the color that we want. And let's say I only want it to darken the sky. I can just draw a big old box right in the sky. And notice that other areas that do not match the colors I selected are not being touched by this gradient anymore. If I hover over this, we can see there's a mask. It's affecting the sky, kind of what we want. And we can tighten or loosen the matching colors. So as I make that range smaller, fewer of the tones that will be considered for the mask. I'm tightening things in and saying, I want you to be more specific about what colors to match. Now, why am I talking about color range masks for this photo in particular? Well, two reasons. They're very cool and they're very quick to get masks done and affect certain areas. And it makes it applying to other photos really easy and speeds up your workflow. So here I have a few graduated filters. Here's one. That's a color range mask affecting the sky. Here's another one. That's a color range mask affecting like this serpent's head. Let me cycle to another overlay color. You can see that better. So using a color range and just picking the tones of this serpent's head, I end up with a very intricate mask targeting just the tones that I want. So those are the color range masks. Again, you can use them with the graduated tool, radial, or the brush itself. Now, why does this become cool? All right, let's go to another photo. I've done no processing on this whatsoever. The same general principles here apply. I'd want to darken the sky. I'd want to get the reds going up on the head of the serpent here. I'm just going to click the previous button and take all of the settings from the previous photo and apply them here. Now, I didn't do anything with repositioning the gradients and so forth. My horizon is roughly in the same spot. I got a little cleanup to do on my spot removal, but here, let me pick this one here. This was for the sky, right? Well, I didn't repaint this mask. The sky is roughly the same color tones. I get the mask for free with this color range. Same thing for the serpent's head. And in this case, I'm picking up the hills too, because they're roughly a brighter orange. But I didn't have to repeat any of these things. And the fact that the color ranges are similar between the photos, even though my subject has changed position quite distinctly, I get all this masking for free. And the last thing I'd probably do here is go into the spot removal tool and just deal with removing probably this point right here. Just take that away because I don't need the same cleanup I had done in the foreground on the previous photo. And I'm done. I'm good to go. So the color range masks can help speed up your workflow when you have a series of photos that have similar colors, but maybe your composition is shifting around. So that's the tip. That's the thing. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please leave a comment below. Got questions about photography? Drop them in the comments, or if you want to keep it private, you can send it to me through my website. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport. Have fun.